I'll never forget the day my boss decided to humiliate me in front of everyone. It was one of those corporate gala events, the kind where everyone tries to outshine each other with smiles, champagne, and subtle power plays. I thought I was just attending to network and support my wife, Anya. But I quickly realized this night had a storm waiting just for me. Halfway through the evening, my boss, Mr. Kapoor, pulled me aside, that smug look plastered on his face. "Mark," he said, low enough that only I could hear. "Your wife. She will go with my son." I froze. My brain didn't register immediately. Did he just say what I think he said? "You, what?" I asked carefully, trying to mask my rising anger. "Don't play dumb," he whispered. "Your wife is far too ambitious for someone like you. She'll see it's better to be with my son. He's powerful, influential. She deserves better." I could feel the color drain from my face. Everyone around us was laughing, mingling, thinking this was just another joke. But I knew this was more than arrogance. It was a test. A challenge. Mr. Kapoor smirked, certain of my humiliation. "Think about it, Mark. Don't make her choose poorly." I looked at him. Really looked. And then I smiled. A slow, confident smile. One that made him uneasy. "And what if she doesn't?" I asked softly. "What do you mean?" he said, trying to mask the first hint of doubt. I took a step closer, lowering my voice so even he could feel the weight of it. "What if she doesn't want your son? What if she chooses me, not because she has to, but because she wants to?" His smirk faltered. "Mark, this isn't—" I held up my hand. "Let me finish." I reached into my pocket and pulled out an envelope. Inside were documents he should have read long ago. Ownership papers, company shares, investments, all under my name. Everything I had worked for, everything I had built, was mine. And he had never bothered to check. His eyes widened. "Wait, how?" "I own the company, Mr. Kapoor," I said, calm but firm. "The same company your son has been enjoying privileges from without ever earning them. The same company your little games have tried to control." I glanced over at Anya, who was standing quietly but proudly beside me. She smiled, not a sly, manipulative smile, but the kind that comes from knowing she made the right choice. She reached for my hand. "I choose him," she said, loud enough for a few nearby people to hear. "Because he trusts me, respects me, and because he doesn't let anyone play games with me." The room went silent. Even the waiters stopped moving for a moment. Mr. Kapoor's jaw dropped. He opened his mouth, probably to argue, to humiliate me further, but the words caught in his throat. You can't," he stammered. I shook my head. "No. You can't. And you won't. Because my wife doesn't belong to you, your son, or anyone else. She belongs with someone who values her, not someone who tries to buy her attention with power and influence." His face turned red with fury. I didn't flinch. The rest of the night, whispers spread through the room. People were shocked, some laughing quietly, some looking at me differently. My wife held my arm, and I felt that quiet, undeniable pride that comes from standing your ground, not just for yourself, but for the person you love. "Mr. Kapoor." He never looked at me the same way again. His son. Awkward, distant, embarrassed. And my wife. She leaned in, whispered, "You always know how to handle them." I smiled. "We handle them together." And in that moment, I realized something important. Arrogance underestimates love, and power doesn't trump loyalty.